Let's do a review for the Tarnishing of Juxtia. What is the Tarnishing of Juxtia? The game came out today. It's in my opinion, it's a Souls-like metroidvania. More metroidvania than Souls-like. Done in a pixel art. Story as the first section. Confusing story like in Souls, and that's why I call it Souls-like. But less confusing than in Souls. Again, it's about the plague, continuing the cycle or ending the cycle. And the NPCs behind the cycle. Who's to blame for the plague? You are a puppet of a goddess. And in 2, 3, 4 different... I've seen 2 different endings. In 4 different endings, it doesn't matter. You can turn against your goddess. You can obey her. Or you can do something else entirely and so on. Classic. Okay, classic. The thing that I like is more that how it's presented. The writing is solid. Considering it's an indie game, writing is solid. But the plot is already seen like 1 million times so far. Okay, there's nothing new about it. There's zero innovation about the story, like literally like Dark Souls. And it's unreal. I'm bored of it. Okay, I'm bored of Souls-like stories and of Souls-like presentation of stories. It's enough. It needs to fucking stop. Mambo jumbo bullshit in the story needs to stop. I'm sick of it. Every third game that has a Souls-like in its description, and I don't know if this one has a Souls-like in the description. Action RPG, Dark Souls-like. Every freaking game that Souls-like sticks to that garbage storytelling. This was a bit clearer, and just because of it, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, but innovation is next to 0. Bugs and optimization. New game just got released. I mean, it's gonna be released today for everyone. 0 bugs, 0 glitches, 0 crashes, mega fast loading screens, responsive controls, optimized, balanced. 10 out of 10. Especially for a new game, it's a 10 out of 10. Game time. It took me... let's see what Steam says and then what the game says. Steam says that it took me 8.5 hours and the game says it took me 8 hours and 10 minutes to finish the game, and I've seen 2 different endings. Okay. Speaking about replay value, there's a new game plus that you can test out new weapons and so on. Most of the things that you find in a game you won't be able to use because they require new game plus, like less tier weapon upgrades. So, but it's another topic. I usually value game time by the price. I can't see the price of the game, and I'll be very clear. If the price for this game for 8 hours is $10, then it's 10 out of 10 for game time. If it's $15, then it's 9 out of 10. If it's $20, and I presume it's gonna be 20 plus, like 23, 24, just my assumption, I might be wrong, then it's 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for game time. Game difficult game. 50% of bosses I killed on a first attempt. 50% of them gave me a few runs till I learned them. Enemies AI is solid, especially ranged enemies. It's nearly impossible to avoid arrows. I had fun and it was challenging. Nothing special, nothing extreme. So I would say 8 out of 10. They call it a difficult game. Okay, I think. Do they? Actually, there is no difficult in description. Weird. Because I would give it difficult in description. Not everyone can play the game. Especially not casual players. So 8 out of 10 for game difficulty. Next section would be maps and graphics. It's pixel art done well. Backgrounds are great. As far as map variety goes, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14 different areas to visit. Okay. Different background, different environment with different enemies. As you can see, minimap is done well. UI is crystal clear. For pixel art game, it really looks good. Nothing special, but it still looks good. You can't get lost on a map. It's a very user-friendly game with nice art style. And variety of maps is more than solid for 8 hours. I said you changed 13, 14 different environments. Okay, so 8 out of 10 is realistic. Gameplay. What do you do in a game? Basically, what do you do in this game? You kill enemies, you farm their souls, you level up your strength, dexterity, stamina, blah blah blah, same as in all souls-likes. And you deal more damage, roll, dash, hit, heavy hits, charged attacks, a bit of magic, and some relics to throw, if they call it relics. They call it relics to throw, brands to cast, like magic and gifts as passive abilities. Okay. That's about it. As far as combat goes, you dodge enemies combo, you hit them, then you dodge again, same as in every other Metroidvania Souls-like. There is like zero innovation, but gameplay is fun. What is there else to say about gameplay? It's how the maps are designed. Most of the maps are the classic Metroidvania style. There is some backtracking, the opening of shortcuts. There's use the key to open the door, find the key, combine 2 or 3 items, merge them together, open a secret door, open a secret ending, blah blah blah. Combat is fun, smooth, huge variety of enemies and bosses. Just because there's zero innovation, I'll give it 8 out of 10, but it probably deserves more. But again, zero innovation. It copies a lot from other similar games, from Salt and Century all the way to Dark Souls, all the way to, I don't know what, to Blasphemous, to all those type of games. It takes a bit out of everything. That's what it is. Next section is leveling and itemization. This section, as I said, souls, level up, get on a fountain, and upgrade. Change your relics, change your abilities, brands magic, relics as actives, gifts as passives. They give different things, okay? Raise health, raise toughness, deal more damage at some penalty, waste more stamina, for example, and so on. With spells, melee spells, range spells, AoE spells, single target spells, piercing spells. And with relics, again, same thing, active things. Those actives, you cast them with building up rage in the bottom left corner where the shield is. You build up rage when you hit enemies, and then you can cast the shield or any other relic that you decide to pick up. As far as leveling go, down there in the middle, strength, dexterity, endurance, then some for magic, intelligence, or whatever the hell they call it. It doesn't matter. These are all the stats, basically. Ranking goes like in Souls. A, E, D, S, and then the weapon scales with specific attribute. Alright. Exactly like in Souls. Leveling exactly like in Souls. Upgrading items exactly like in Souls. Bottom left, silver, red, gold. Tier of items. There are 6 tiers of items. And you need to spend those silver, reds, and I don't know how they call it. They call it Solun Bar, Solun Tier, and Solun Flakes. That's how you upgrade weapons. The rest of these items unlock different doors and so on. From items, helmet, armor, bracers, leggings, different sets, a lot of different sets, with different stats, resists, health, stamina, mana, and armor. For weapons, javelins, halberds, bracers, knuckles, warhammers, spears, great swords, broadswords, rapiers, some weird and unique weapons, and that's about it. I haven't sold a single weapon, so these are basically all weapons that you can find, considering I did the entire map. They might add something new in the New Game Plus, but this is the full map. Everything, every room that exists in a game. I mean, I'll find out now with achievements. I did it with 19 out of 25 achievements. They lacked achievements. I can see what I'm missing. Let me see. Defeat Apatia. Acquire all relics. Twisted Familiarity. Remorse or Apathy. Precious Bond. Assemble all 3 armor sets. There are 3 unique armor sets in a game. So I did miss something. But still 19 out of 25. I can say I've basically seen like 95% of the game. There's again 0 innovation in this. It's above mediocre, 7 out of 10. NPCs and enemies. Holy shit, it's so hot. It's 39 now. Plenty of NPCs in the game. With Mambo Jumbo Souls-like storytelling. They're not that important for the story at all. The most important is the main NPC in the game, Juxtia. There's even one Souls-like NPC, classic Souls-like NPC that follows you when you move on a map till the very end. You know how it goes with Souls-like NPCs. As far as enemies go, huge variety of enemies, solid AI, very good amount of bosses for 8 hours. And all bosses are very unique. Some of them extremely easy, some of them hard. None of them were extremely hard. Every area in the game, and I said there was 13, 14 areas, had specific enemies unique to that area. It's nothing special, okay? Not, again, above mediocre towards good. Music and sound. Complete lack of music. Even when there is music, you can barely hear it, and I maxed out volume for music. Even people asked me while I was playing if there is music in the game, because like 50% of the game is literally without music. Main theme is great. Sound effects are solid. There is zero voice acting. God damn that, man. Zero voice acting with only mumbling for voice acting. 7 out of 10. Final verdict. Okay. Let's see. 69 points. 7.6 out of 10 for the Tarnishing of Juxtia. A few final notes that I would like to say. While I was playing demo for the Tarnishing of Juxtia, let me close the door. They're bloody crazy outside. So, while I was playing demo for the Tarnishing of Juxtia, I thought the game was gonna be a close to 8.5, 9 out of 10, and the final score ended up in 7.6 out of 10. Everything that was great in demo, and that was like ambushes, surprises, how you encounter bosses, okay? That big element of surprise started to get repetitive after 2 or 3 hours. And then it got even more repetitive and more repetitive. And thank God the game ended after 8 hours, because if it lasted more, it would be a chore. Okay, so they started off very well. The game is great in the first 2-3 hours, and then it falls off. Not in terms of graphics, or in terms of combat, or in terms of bosses, all of that is good. It falls off in terms of what you do on maps. It gets repetitive. It's always unlock a shortcut, go around, okay? Pull the lever, grab the fountain, go for the boss. Walk, bam, 2 doors, close, ambush, fight, bro. Now, all of that aside, I think it's a good game, it's worth it. It might even go up in the top 10 games of 2022. As far as things go right now, I believe it deserves spot number 9 or 10 right now. It depends what else comes out till the end of the year. But right now, in the first half, it deserves the spot. Really a solid game. As I said, okay, I expected more, which doesn't mean that it's bad. I just seen more in demo. I hope they're gonna improve and upgrade on this. Invent something. Be innovative a bit. Instead of copying soulslike to the bone. That would be it. I'm done for today. It's 40 degrees. I'm dying from heat. I'm have to take a shower, then I'm gonna sleep under air condition. That's how freaking hot it is. Today they say it's gonna be around 55 to 60 on sun, 42, 43 in the shade. Now it's early in the morning, 10 a.m. It says it's 31, which is a complete lie because they are reducing the temperature. I'm measuring 34 right now. Guys, yeah, finished the game in one sitting. I wouldn't be doing a review. That's gonna be it for today. People,